Is the Clear Skies Movement. Sitting in with me, as always, we have Miss Dawn.
Good evening, all.
That is all she gets to say tonight. And
really? Then I won't read all the messages.
But besides that, speaking of messages, who do we have in the chat tonight?
We have Nicole. It's finished. Super. DPSF 98. Crazy Texas Ray. All kinds of people tonight.
And they're fantastic. We got Christy, I see you there.
Yeah, Christy.
So it is finished. Thank you very much. Human being, of course. Did you already say human being?
No, I haven't. No, delivery.
There we go. Delivery. He delivers Uber. So if you're in the area, you can use him. We have seen tremendous growth in our Substack today. I think we got about 30 people or something like that today. Maybe 29. I don't know.
It's because they're not banning you.
Well, and it's because we were banned. We've been really heavily throttled on X, and we're kind of making a push to move people over to Substack. And at least the freedom is still free in Substack. But this was the reason. I had a whole series that I was going to do this week, but things just kind of changed up. And X locking me out for the third time in a week out of my account, and then telling me that they're going to throttle my account until whatever line I crossed is erased, it doesn't sit well with me.
All right.
Especially when Dawn mentioned today about a group known as the 764 Network. And that really got me thinking. She sent me a video. I'm going to play it for you in just a little bit. But if you haven't heard about it, hold on to your seats. Tonight is going to be it's going to be a show that's going to absolutely open your eyes and explain to you who we are dealing with when we are fighting for the skies, when we're fighting for our atmosphere, when we're fighting for our overall social health and welfare. Companies like these are doing some horrible things. What are they saying in the chat, babe?
First, delivery driver can you make the Clear Skies Movement page on Substack? Well, we're on Substack, but it's not under the Clear Skies Movement.
It's under Certainty versus Goliath. That's how I opened it, and I'll see if I can.
5 months ago.
I'll see if I can change that. So
change the title. Yeah.
Yeah.
DPSF says never use Substack, but do we need an app on your phone? I mean, you can go to the website. And
you can go to the website on your desktop. You can use your phone. Yeah. But here's the thing I love about Substack is it is an open discussion board. It really saw its major growth with America Frontline Doctors when the whole COVID attack on the U.S. began, and people started speaking out about that. And then the Biden administration and the Biden administration, because Obama had his hands so far up that goo-filled sock puppets, that they were controlling everything. Substack stayed unbiased, uncensored, unlike what we're seeing with X today. Facebook, Meta, horribly bad companies that are in the pockets of the CIA, the FBI, the Department of Justice, and they are politically motivated groups. Substack still is free, and I have a lot of appreciation for that.
Vectum said New York pulled some shady weather shit today. It wasn't as it seems.
Oh my God, I saw that video. Let me see if I can pull that up. I think I have it right here. We've got this, and it is just coming down. Yeah, absolutely flooding New York City, the subways. I've been on those subways.
I'd panic if I was on there.
Yeah, it's almost like a submarine has just come up and the water is rushing off of it.
That's terrifying.
It is. It's crazy, and it just keeps coming down. It keeps coming down. It keeps coming down. Next thing you know, Bob's your uncle. The subway's underwater. It's going to be. I think it's going to be challenging. Challenging day. We got thunderstorms rolling through right here in Boise. I saw up in up the Panhandle of Idaho. Beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous countryside.
Sue wants to know where's there a place that you haven't gone, honey.
I've been a few places. I mean, everybody has. Everybody travels. So.
So a few people have mentioned that they've never heard of 764. Neither have I. I have no idea why it popped up on my TikTok, but
I'll tell you why. Because the powers that be knew I was pissed today about X, and X is one of the companies that allows this cult, this horrific thing. And you'll learn stuff tonight that you probably don't want to know. But we're going to talk about it because it has to be unveiled. But it gave it to you, babe, so you could give it to me, and we changed the whole thing because we have to talk about this. So speaking of that, I'm going to get right to it. Hold on to your horses because tonight we rip off the veil of 764, a global cult abusing kids on Discord, Roblox, Telegram, X, and other social media. The FBI has over 250 cases open right now, with some victims as young as 9 years old. I'll explain what they're being victimized with. This isn't isolated. It's absolutely everywhere, and it's part of the same technocratic grid spraying poison in your skies and silencing the truth. This is what I talk about when I say that the government always uses a multi-pronged approach. This is part of it. It's on your kids, in your air, your soul, really. Welcome to the Clear Skies movement. By the way, if I haven't asked enough, please go to my Substack. You can find it right on my post pinned to my profile. And if you can spare $5 a month, I'd love the support. We are growing, and we absolutely need to start funding this movement. So hold on to your horses, because we are going to start explaining what this horrific group that X allows, and it will censor me, and it'll censor Christy, and it'll censor Babushka, and it'll censor LaShawn, and right?
Super.
Yeah, Super. Good God. Sue, of all the people.
I'm asking for help. I did a video several months ago, a year and a half ago, when my daughter first tried to unalive herself. I did a video asking for help because I understood that she was part of an SH group called 764. I didn't know much about it at the time.
Self-harm,
when I asked
SH.
for help, I got some. Katie Bradley, the TikTok advocate, reached out and did a quick investigation, and we did a video that went viral, and the FBI took notice of it. Because my daughter's situation, and I think there's thousands of kids out there, there are thousands of kids out there that are in the same situation as my daughter. But the unfortunate part is my daughter is no longer on this planet. 764 was successful in getting my daughter to live stream, send video of her self-harm and her unaliving herself, or trying to. And now I'm dealing with a system that doesn't understand the situation that my child was in. And I have only been able to wrap my head around it because it's important that somebody does, and that we get the news out there to the authorities and the people in our systems that are exasperating the situation, because that's what happened to me. Our children are...
I'll let you guys go watch this. This is on TikTok. JMansoko. JMANSOKO. Hit me up and I can send you the link also. But he explains, well, I'm going to play a little bit more of it. He is explaining how this group has been doing this, not just in America, across the planet. They leverage kids.
They prey on children.
They prey on children
that are going through stuff.
Teenagers, children, right, that are going through things. And then they use those pictures and those videos. They sell all that abhorrent stuff that they end up making these kids do. And then the kids are told by this group, after they love bomb them, told to go ahead and end it all.
Unalive, self-harm.
And you have to videotape it. Otherwise, we're going to go after
your family.
Joining SH chat rooms, I thought they might be supportive. Other kids saying, hey, I got you. You can talk to me anytime. But no, there's thousands of kids and groomers teaching your children how to use the systems that we exist in against us, against the parents, against the caregivers that are trying to save them. But when your child goes online and goes, I hate my dad, he's investigating my social media and he's taking my phone away from me and I hate him and he's divorcing my mom and he's moved out of the house and I'm angry at him. They're manipulating your children in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, you want to get back at your dad? You want your dad to stop involving himself in taking the phone away? And I'm talking about my case, moms, dads, caregivers in general. But what's happening is that they go online and there's thousands of kids on there. You know what you want to do? This is what I did. And there's also groomers that grab your kid and they manipulate your kid while they're in that low point. And they love bomb them and they make them feel wonderful and all this kind of stuff. They support whatever it is your kid's into and they get their trust. Then they start exchanging videos and film and photos of SH and explicit photos.
Mm-hmm.
And then if your kid starts to pull away from it or you start to see it and stop it, they start to extort. They extort your child by saying they're going to kill your family, kill their pets, burn down your house. And then they scare them by saying, we know where you live. And
so I'm telling you, this is absolutely a cult-like behavior that is driven by who?
I mean, the U.S. has labeled them as a terrorist group.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I find hard to believe is that there's only 250 cases that the FBI has open. I mean, 320 million. There's probably 100 million or more children in America in that targeted age group. I don't see that that it's too hard to say that there are a million cases, maybe many more. And they sell this stuff to just horrific
So
people. Head over to Wikipedia. Not my favorite, but it's easy. So, decentralized satanic neo-Nazi transitional sextortion network that is reportedly adjacent to the Order of Nine Angels, a far-right satanic terrorist network. Who else have we heard are Satanists? Well, the WEF, the One World Government, the Clintons, the Obamas, the Illuminati, exactly.
Sorry.
The royal family. As a matter of fact, all the royal families. Good God, it's like they have this destructive gene. It came from somewhere, but it is at the very top. These are the people that have destroyed, literally destroyed humanity, and they keep going after it. So I find it curious that we have a satanic group, a network, that the FBI only has 250 cases
open.
Open when I mean, X has what, 2 billion people that they're on X almost daily. Something is not adding up here. What are they saying over there in the chat?
Vectum says, I'm officially furious and I'm usually pretty even-tempered.
I know, Vectum. I'm even-tempered too.
Yeah.
And for the most part.
Super unbelievable. Kids are the ultimate targets. I'm ill after seeing this. We were too. I mean, absolutely disgusted. Yep, they ban you,
but they ban me. This is my point.
To help clear the sky.
Right. We are doing work to benefit humanity. And we, the Clear Skies movement, and it's not just me that's having trouble. I mean, Sue, Christy, LaShawn, Tex Mexicana,
It goes on.
Babushka, yeah, Christy. Did I say Christy already?
Yes, you did.
All of us are being hammered and have been for months, and yet groups like 764 flourish. Let's take a look at this. Followers of the 764 network share all sorts of violent content with their victims, while some also glorify mass casualty attacks such as the 1999 Columbine High School shooting to introduce victims to other extreme ideologies like neo-Nazism, Satanism, just like our government, according to authorities. They want to desensitize the young people so that nothing really disturbs them anymore. Scott says, I don't know who Scott is. Just 2 weeks ago, the Justice Department announced the arrest of 20-year-old North Carolina man Parsan Nepal. That's not a regular American name. For allegedly operating an elite online club dedicated to promoting 764, extorting young victims, and producing horrific content. He is yet to be arraigned. This is what we're dealing with right here. This is why this morning I was going to do a lot more show prep. I was going to do a whole different show. And when I logged on and immediately pop, I was set up with the you are banned. It kind of got to me. It irritated me. Let's see if I have that. Yeah. Here we go. Your account has been locked. Hold on. I've got to save this photo so I can bring it in. Oh, well.
Chad says, right-wing group, weird. The People Prob don't even have an affiliation. They must be baiting and wanting a specific type of person for special reasons.
What they want are kids that are being disturbed. You know, it's the same people that go on and become skinheads. They become cult members, right? They're looking for people that are damaged or that want family, and then they love bomb them, and then they turn on them because everyone is a target with this cult.
Well, and they make them do. First, they do sexual acts and sexual things with animals.
Mm-hmm.
They have to kill animals, and they videotape it for them because I don't know why they would.
Well, they have to.
But then they sell it to sickos.
They sell all of this information. They sell it for thousands of dollars, per video, per picture.
Sick pornography.
I would not. I have not read this. This is just my, my brain thinking, but I would not be surprised that some of these kids are told to meet us here after they've done all this stuff and everything. They're abducted and then they are sold to somebody with a lot of money, a lot of power, like George Soros or his son or somebody like that.
No, the whole point is to have them unalive themselves on TV, on video.
Well, the whole point for some of them.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this goes much deeper because I was reading today a lot of kids have disappeared that belong to this cult. I'm wondering if they're saying, meet us here. You have to meet us here. Otherwise, we're going to do this, or we're going to out you. Bang. They pick them up in a van or a car. And all of a sudden,
because they know where they live. I mean,
yeah.
The kids are so, unfortunately, not very smart. To I know they're going through hard times.
And that is a parental issue.
He was just going through, I'm going through a divorce. I'm telling her she's not allowed to be on her phone. And, we're fighting. We're having a hard time. And then she goes and bitches on X to her friends. And their AI bots or whatever find her. And then, like you say, love bomb on her.
Let me tell you this. Do not allow your kids to have
free reign
phones. Exactly. If get them a phone, then just get them a flip phone so you can call them. Don't allow them.
It's never going to happen.
iPads. But you can lock some technology down. It's very difficult. Kids are really smart when it comes to that, but they're not too smart with their lives. So moving on.
Right.
So what is 764? It's not just a name. It's a predator cult founded by Bradley Caden, a Texas monster called Felix. They target kids as young as 9 years old, forcing them to live stream abuse, self-harm, even animal torture. And I can't even say the other things because it is just reprehensible. They have arrested this Nepal guy, a Varginensis in Greece, Michael Chiklikavia in, it's like a 20-letter name, in Moldova, from Sweden to Brazil. This cult is growing. The DIOJ is making a few arrests, but big tech lets them thrive. We have to ask the question, why? Why would they let this thrive and they would shut people like us down? And not just us. I mean, look at what happened with American frontline doctors. Look at what happened with anybody that spoke out about the COVID vaccine or that COVID was a bioweapon attack. Mm-hmm. And it's not just 764. The cult splinters into dozens of subgroups with names like the CVLT, Court, Kassar, Harm Nation, Leak Society, 7997, 8844. You get the Slit Town, No Lives Matter. You get the idea. Each one just more depraved than the last. This is something that has to be dealt with. And just to give you an idea of what we're up against, here we go.
764.
764.
764.
764.
Global collective luring children into dark acts.
Sheriff, we're talking about an online terror group that targets teens for murder, mass shootings. How worried should parents in Palm Beach County be that it's happening here?
Man, this guy's got some weird stuff in his car, bro.
He was doing these threats with her knowledge and with some of her input.
Before it started, she was a child who was on the honor roll. She had a lot of friends, and then slowly that started to change.
Police! Turn around.
I've been an investigative reporter for decades, and this is about the most disturbing story I've seen.
That's it. I mean, this is what we're dealing with right there. What are we saying in the chat there, babe?
Babushka says these are the same kids that they're getting to do all the riots, get into Antifa, BLM, and the same kids that they are transgendering. It's just a different theme they're picking out on the youth to indoctrinate and break away from the nucleus family. Some kids kind of whacked out way. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. The nuclear family has been obliterated, and we saw that start happening in the late 60s, especially with the black population families. Right by the 1960s, we saw this aggressive move to separate the men from the women, and what they did is they, being the United States government, did this. The United States government said, you cannot have a man in your house if we are going to help the family. And so what that did was force a lot of these low-income black families living in the ghettos, which weren't necessarily violent or horrifically dangerous, late 60s, early 50s, until you started putting men out of the house, making the mom now beholden to the government. Essentially, the government was her partner.
And raising the children.
And now they put, by the 1980s, they put so much pressure financially on families that mothers started having to move out of the family, not physically, but they would have to go to work. And now you had, moms and dads gone all day. And that's where the term latchkey kid came in, right? Because there was no parent, there was nobody to raise them. You do that. When the government does that, all of a sudden they own your kids from day one, because those children spend the majority of their entire young formative lives in school with crazy effing teachers that push these ideologies down their throat. And suddenly it becomes, gladiator school for these kids, learning about all of this horrific stuff.
And then you give them a smartphone.
Yep. It's just, it's a recipe for disaster. Absolutely.
It can't be a joke. It's a long one.
Yep. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Melissa.
we feel sick for these kids and families, and we cover human trafficking on our podcast, The Franklin Scandal, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But I also wanted to point out other reasons this wasn't censored. It is because they, Satanists, etc., want it out there so they can buckle down on mass surveillances and take our rights away.
Absolutely.
They have parents and families in fear and paranoia. Soon after senators like Ted Cruz start trying to pass laws on banning what kids can do on social media or even have an account, they will.
Yeah. So it makes you wonder, who is behind all this?
One of the most disturbing online cases that I have ever come across. The 764 network. Bradley was online without any parental supervision. He just had full reign on the internet. And by the time Bradley was just 8 years old, he was regularly watching all kinds of videos. I'm talking violent videos of people being tormented, and lots of other just horrific and really disturbing and gory stuff. So one day, Bradley met a fellow player on Minecraft. And like Bradley, this other person loved watching gory videos and scary videos. So eventually, Bradley started a Discord chat where everybody could just talk with one another whenever they wanted. So he creates this for all of these like-minded friends that he has met. And he called the server 764. People were trading all sorts of photos and videos that featured violence, gore, animal torment, sexually explicit content involving minors, CSAM material. I mean, the list went on and on.
That is, who started it. But I have to ask, we've seen like these shooters, all the school shootings seem to go back to the FBI. The FBI has been in contact with, Dylan Raybould and the Columbine shooter, right? The shooters. Every one of these kids who have shot up their schools had some sort of contact and long-term contact with others, cell phone pings that are right downtown, by the FBI headquarters there in Quantico, Virginia. I'm putting my tinfoil hat on right now, but is it possible? Is it possible that the United States government is involved in this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have to ask that question. So the tech grid and the geoengineering parallel. 764 thrives on sites like Discord, Roblox, X, platforms built by the same technocrats who spray our skies with aerosols, radiate our bodies with radiation. DARPA funds behavioral AI. The Pentagon paid Twitter to censor. Roblox trains military simulations. This isn't random. It's a grid poisoning your air, poisoning your kids, poisoning your freedom, poisoning their brains. The same system that manipulates the atmosphere manipulates the algorithm. The grid traps the skies and minds alike. And let's be clear, 764 operated for years on these platforms without intervention, while groups like the Clear Skies movement are censored, throttled, and banned, out and out banned. Telegram, X, Discord, Facebook, Meta. These platforms have been known to have the government in government offices literally at the top floor of all of these companies. The U.S. government dictates what these companies can do. They have CIA, FBI, and Department of Justice offices in these mega corporations. These platforms have known surveillance deals and intelligence backdoor. DARPA in QTEL and the Pentagon have invested in the same behavioral control systems running these platforms. So it's really no question somebody knows this is going on, and they have every ability to trace it. Instagram has previously come under fire for being used in child grooming rings, according to the Wall Street Journal and the Stanford's Observatory on Social Media. That was back in 2023. I think that article came out. While not directly tied to 764, and of course you'll never see that, it's always 6 degrees of separation. Similar grooming behaviors have occurred. WhatsApp, with its end-to-end encryption, has been flagged in Europol and the FBI reports for being used in closed group exploitative circles. Though again, 764 has not been publicly named as one of them. Did you see I winked?
You're a good winker.
Yeah. That means that yeah. Meta is under ongoing scrutiny for how encrypted messaging apps can shelter abuse networks. But 764 related arrests and surveillance actions have so far not centered on Meta platforms. Meta has a lot of money. As a matter of fact, Meta, didn't they help get Joe Biden elected with all of their illegal Dropbox? That's right. What does this tell you? These are echoes of COINTELPRO here. Trauma-based control, engineered chaos, manufactured despair. This doesn't seem to be negligence. It's looking like more of a strategy. So I'm going to ask you in the chat, do you think that it is possible that the Clear Skies movement, me and the rest of my team, and many of you are being censored by the U.S. government, who is telling X and telling Meta and telling WhatsApp and telling Roblox and all the other platforms to censor and stomp down us, while allowing groups like 764 to literally take millions of kids
lives.
Oh my God. I mean, it's horrific. What do you think, baby? Do you think that's a possibility, or am I reaching?
No, I'm on the same path as you.
Mm-hmm. The companies that have Intel-based offices, government offices, the U.S. government, you're not going to get more technology than the U.S. government, more technology than X or Meta, right? Mm-hmm. These companies, the servers, the Amazon server farms that everybody goes through, they have their AI picking through every bit of digital information. If we learned anything from Edward Snowden, it is that this kind of behavior is allowed. They know it. They know who it is. And they know what's going on, and it is allowed. We've got horrific, reprehensible people in our government. I don't like it anymore, and I don't like being censored when stuff like this is allowed to proliferate. Am I right to be mad, Chap?
Damn straight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, once again, they're just bulldozing over the people that are trying to help save literally the world. But the people that are destroying it, you get a free pass. What are they saying over there in the chat, babe?
Let's see. Every day they need to depopulate. DPFS 98. Yeah. Trump bringing in the NWO, human beings said.
Yeah, the New World Order right there. Mm-hmm. It sure has that feel, although we can also say that Donald Trump is doing some amazing things. So is it, Susie Wiles? Mm-hmm. His chief of staff? I mean, it very well could be.
LaShawn said, I had so many 90-day restrictions on Facebook, I can't count.
Oh, my God. I mean, I was thrown off any number of times.
That's ridiculous.
The first time I was ever thrown off, 3 months, right, 90 days, I reposted the story of the Hunter Biden laptop. And immediately, that was
a couple shows ago.
Yeah, that was right before the election in 20.
I thought you were talking about the other night when you brought Obama up.
No, but the Obama, I mean, that's really when we started having all of these problems.
Yeah, it went downhill after that.
I mean, bang. We were up to 1,100 and 1,500, live viewers, 700. We were averaging about 600-700, and now we're down to 300-400. Immediate drop. People are telling me that they have been unfollowed, that they're no longer following me, and they're reaching out saying, "Hey, I never did that." Yeah. Or did you unfollow me? No. Go in. I'm still following them. They're not following me. I get messages daily that people don't get. They go onto my profile. They're on X, and they click the bell, right? And that allows them to be notified, the notification bell, when I'm going live or when I post something. And they go, look, it's been unclicked. So do you think that these guys right here, you think that these guys at 764 are being unfriended, unclicked by their followers? No, not at all. As a matter of fact, this kind of stuff is probably being shown by the bucket loads. They're pushing these reprehensive people. Taking them off the screen. Can't even look at him anymore.
He's got dead eyes.
Completely. And that's what they want. The government ran and still runs the MK Ultra program. We've got the Havana syndrome. We have the neutrino ice project that can literally beam stuff into people's brains and can do a lot more than that, right? Crack the earth, take out a whole nation, whatever they want. They can halt a storm in its path with that power. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, imagine that. But you and I, when we bring it up, well, of course, we're censored because we're the evil ones, not these miscreants. Mm-hmm. So really, who is the evil one?
Factum says, I don't think Trump realizes he's doing the bidding of the NWO, WEF, and UN death cult due to his age and his mainstream media addiction.
Donald Trump is a very, very smart man. I think he is well aware of what's going on around him. And he has, Kash Patel tells him everything. And Kash has his finger on the pulse of what is going on, not just in America, but around the world. And that's one of the reasons why Pam Bondi may be head of the Department of Justice, but Pam Bondi does not outrank Kash Patel when it comes to Donald Trump. So
why is Kash Patel saying there's nothing to see in the...
Because I think Kash Patel is a consummate liar. Oh. There we go. I said it. My hair is on fire. Running down the hall, screaming all the truth out. And that's why I am censored. But you know what? I am not going to stop, because if I do, then who else is going to say something? Well, I mean, there's a lot of people. But my point is this. If I stop, and then somebody else stops, and then somebody else stops, now there's no voice. This is what they want. They want to muzzle us. Luke, I am your father. Oh, wait, I got that mixed up. Anyways, my point being, we are supposed to be ready to give up. I am not. This absolutely, all they did was light another fuse to a bigger pile of dynamite, and I am going off. So, once again, follow me on Substack. Go to my profile. Follow me on X. Give X the big middle finger. There we go. Sorry about that here, but you know what I'm saying.
Crazy Texas Ray says Kash is a big loser.
Completely lying to us, and then getting poor Dan Bongino to lie to us. And I've never seen. Have you seen those videos of those dogs, baby? Can you look that up? Those dogs that have been caught doing something, or the dog that points out, right? That is what it reminds me of when Kash Patel and Dan Bongino got on national television and lied to the American people saying Epstein killed himself. There's nothing else to see here. Don't look. Don't, there's no reason to worry about this. Donald Trump is even saying it. Pam Bondi, right? They all made poor Dan Bongino just so nervous. And I mean, he was, I saw the paperwork and goodness gracious me. No, I mean, they made him lie and he absolutely cannot deal with it. Well, hold on. What are you saying, babe?
I sent you some doggies that got caught doing something bad.
Oh, here we go. All right. Why? I don't know why it's not coming up on my...
It's on your text. But delivery driver had a good solution, Sergey. If they want people to stop talking about geoengineering, then let's ban it. All of us never consented to it.
There we go. Exactly.
Wouldn't that just be so easy?
My point exactly. I'm going to send this to myself. I don't know. Normally it comes up, but for some reason it is not coming up on my Mac there.
Human being says no one is coming to save us but ourselves. And that's right. So we have to start standing up and sharing the word.
Yep, completely. That is exactly right. So if we don't, then nobody else will. That's where it sits right there. Now, while I'm waiting, well, baby, it's for some reason
we don't need to see some dogs.
It's just not coming through.
Ours does it. Ours ate a whole bag of treats the other day, and she wasn't feeling good today.
Yeah, I'm gonna just.
And then she went and hid in her little corner because she knew she was in trouble.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
There we go. The ultimate guilty dog. As soon as that comes through, I'm going to bring it up because this reminds me so much of Dan Bongino, baby. I've just got to show it.
Mary Maga says we should fund ourselves, not the enemy, aka the government.
That's exactly right. Mary Magda, you are exactly right.
That's what we're asking. Fund us.
There we go.
We need help.
Hey, I mean, listen, running a movement takes money, and we're thousands of dollars into starting the nonprofit. It's just it's not easy. All right, so this reminds me of Dan Bongino, and
I didn't send this to you.
No, I just because it wouldn't come up.
Oh, there it is. You just played it.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah. This right here is Dan Bongino.
Nothing to look at.
Yeah.
Very cute.
So that is how that went. All right. So now we need to talk about who profits and who protects it. We've talked a little because I get a little bit ahead of myself, but I have been censored and blocked once again today. Locked out of my account for the third time in 3 weeks. Got back in, and then they put up the notice that they were going to strangle me, limit my reach, because there was some questionable. What was the term they used?
I have no idea, sweetheart.
It's like activity, like questionable activity or something like that.
You had to prove
Suspicious
that you were human.
activity. Yeah. So I had to prove that I was human, prove it was me, but they're still going to throttle me. And they're throttling me because the suspicious activity is calling out the very people that are killing the planet and all life underneath the skies. So they locked me out 3 times in 3 weeks for exposing geoengineering. No warning, no suspicious activity. There's nobody that they have to answer to also, and they're a public forum, right? Mm-hmm. There's no reason that we should allow this. Meanwhile, 764 perpetrators get to groom kids on Elon Musk's platform. Discord, Roblox, Telegram, I'm going to hammer them also, and Meta. They're all complicit. Discord hosted a server called Sue3R, run by Richard Densmore. He's in federal prison now, but that server ran for months on end. Roblox's code is open playground for predators. They profit from the data. Governments get surveillance. Globalists get chaos. This is not a glitch. This is not the slip through the cracks argument. This is protection by design. Our government wants this to happen. And if they don't want it to happen for the for X and for Meta and for Telegram and for Roblox, they want it to happen for themselves. Who really is behind grooming these kids? Who teaches these kids how to groom other kids? So that is, I think that is probably the biggest question right there. Is it our government? Are we to believe that the United States government, that has the most sophisticated surveillance, they're surveilling me right now. I'm sure they're listening to this whole thing, and I'm sure they listen to our house. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn. Nothing that I say in private, I don't say here.
I mean, your views tonight are probably the lowest.
Yeah. What are we at?
We're only at 237.
237 views right there. And because I was told by X
today
that they are going to limit my reach. Let me see if I can just pull that up, baby. Let's see, 6 photos.
I'm sure it happens to everyone. Well, Beckham says Grok probably throttled you.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. We've added a temporary label to your account which may impact its reach. Learn more here. There we are. Yep, that is the beautiful company that is X right there. Do you think that any of these guys, babe, do you think that any of the child rapists, child murderers, the people that make these kids do stuff, that threaten them, that get them to do the SH, do you think that any of those accounts got notices like this?
No. But even if, they work under the dark web.
No, the X is not the dark web.
Yeah, but so did you see if you can't even join it. From what the gentleman on that whole video, if you watch it, says that you have to prove to them that you're willing to.
Absolutely.
And you have to do something dark.
Yeah, you got to get your pound of flesh first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and kids are stupid. They don't realize what they're walking into.
But so what they do is they love bomb them, right? From what I understand from all of this, get them ready. And then it's kind of, they have to, cross the crucible by doing something dark, something that may not be horrific right then, but that opens the door and it tells these controllers these are exactly, this, honest to God, read up on MK Ultra. This is exactly what MK Ultra did. This is how they desensitized them. It screams mind control, complete and utter mind control. So who is behind it? In the chat, who do you guys think is behind it? Do you think that it is just a couple of innocent kids that got carried away and they're doing stuff that even the devil would blush asking somebody to do? Or do you think that the U.S. government is behind it and that these companies like X, like Roblox, Minecraft, it's just... they have all the technology to stop it, and they don't. And we have to ask why.
Mind control's been going on for centuries. Like, even there was a show many years ago about just your commercials alone. Mm-hmm. They have, you don't even see it. In a split second, it's there. It's just a suggestion that your brain can pick up, but you don't see it.
Well, they're not allowed to do that anymore.
But they did it. I'm just saying.
But they did, absolutely.
Right? So, that's nefarious.
Completely.
So... this doesn't shock me. There's just...
No, it does not shock me either.
Right?
So, yeah.
Crazy Texas Ray says, yes, both of them. And both are following me, and at least it says they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I going to look? A delivery driver says, ICE protesters have freedom on X platforms. Blame George Soros.
Completely. This is my point right here. We see all of this stuff. We see people getting literally unalived on X. We see it on YouTube. We see it on Facebook and Instagram and whatever else is out there. We're not being treated with kid gloves when it comes to that. When it comes to us speaking the truth, we are absolutely shut down. It screams that the government is the one in control of this, and the government is allowing this. For what reason? Well, it's horrifically profitable, and 85,000 kids, and now they say that it's over 125,000 illegal alien border crossers, their children turned up missing that went into the Department of Health and Human Services and then disappeared. And nobody could find them. Of course, they're being trafficked. Come on. And then, as we know, Kash Patel came out, was it last week or the week before, saying that America is the largest purveyor of child trafficking, and they're trying to stop that. America, not you and me. He's talking about the American government.
They're a bunch of sick fucks.
And look no further than the adoption. I mean, what they're doing with adoption. I gotta pull this up because this. I don't understand how
super all the subliminal messaging in Disney films too. I remember, yeah.
Right, constantly.
Yeah, especially Disney. Hate that company. DPF 98 says.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't watch Disney movies anymore.
No, and remember how wonderful Disney used to be and Pixar?
But even that, we thought they were wonderful, but they were still doing it even back when we were kids. I mean, watch Bambi and watch, Seven Dwarfs.
You're exactly right. You'll get no argument from me. Let's see. Oh, so before I get to that, take a look at this. Did you guys know that Hillary Rodham Clinton is the daughter of Hugh Rodham? He's the guy that took over after Al Capone was done in, so sent to prison for tax evasion. That's Hillary Rodham Clinton's. Hillary Clinton's father was a mob boss. And look at what Hillary Clinton is. She's a mob boss. I mean, you don't have the kind of death that surrounds, the Clintons without being involved in it. And Hillary Clinton, right? You've got the horrific video that she and Uba Abedin have been accused of being in that was on Anthony Weiner's laptop. I don't know. I'm thinking that this is much more nefarious than we would like to think. So I'm looking for an article, babe, about a guy, a known sex offender, being allowed to adopt a kid.
What?
Yes. Yeah. So it might be back here.
Kaylee, Texas Americana said, Kaylee from MO Clear Skies found their changing clouds in Disney movies to look like chemtrails. For our website, I was trying to find a picture because our mission is saying how we want to build the clear skies. So I put in the search engine, children playing in meadow with beautiful deep blue skies and fluffy white clouds. I couldn't find them. They're all chemtrail looking skies.
All right, hold on, let me go.
They will not provide any pictures like that anymore.
There we go.
Isn't that crazy?
Our mission right there.
Yeah, where's the picture though?
Yeah, I've got it up.
The one I found has still a hazy sky in it. Look at, see, it still has a hazy sky.
All that haze right there. I mean, that's how you know that your sky is being capped, because when it comes down to the horizon, the light makes you able to see all the mist in the air.
That was the clearest sky I could find.
Yep, about the Clear Skies Movement. Hey, by the way, go to the clearskiesmovement.org and take a look around there. We've got shop. All right, so we've got t-shirts and all sorts of different colors. Let's see if that...
You don't know your website too well.
Oh, I'm on it. I'm clicking on it right here. I'm just trying to get the t-shirt color to come up, but it's just coming up in white. But you can select an option, and we got hoodies. We've got I've got this book right here.
Well, that one isn't on the way. Oh, the book. Yeah, I ordered him another one. He's gotten through that one.
Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, wrong way. So get your swag, if you will, if you want, hats, t-shirts, the whole gambit. Babe, do we have a better hat than that? A bigger hat than that? A different hat than that?
If you were scrolling, you'd see a different one.
Okay, well, maybe it's just me. All right, where are we? Well, it is 8:24. I was going to look for that information, but my whole point is this, guys. We have companies that seem to think that they have all the control. I don't think they do. The control is in the 320 million Americans that want to go back to a sane life. The government has weaseled its way into every single little bit of our lives. What we need to do is band together and stop that. The way we do that is by growing our voice. Recruit people. Tell them about the Clear Skies movement. Have them join our state chapters, and then join our national chapter, the Clear Skies movement, USA. And follow me. Help me break the censorship that I am under. Let's overwhelm the algorithm. Show them that I am at least worthy of being on their site. It's not that difficult. And then, of course, go to my Substack. You can find it on my page. I've got it pinned right there. Just follow that link and subscribe. It's free to subscribe. If you want, put $5 down a month. That would really help the cause. But you don't have to. There's a lot of good information. Tomorrow I'm going to get another article out, the second part of my new series, and we are just going to keep getting you information, keeping up the fight. Ask people to come watch this show. If each one of you invited just one person tomorrow for my birthday.
Tomorrow is Serge's 62 birthday.
62. There we go. If each one of you could invite just one more person to watch this show, I bet you anything we could really start lighting a fire under it. Anyways, what are they saying over there in the chat, babe?
Super, keep up the good fight, Sergey. You're doing amazing.
It is my pleasure, and you know what? I do it for people just like you, Sue. It makes me very happy, very proud to be able.
DPFS 98 says, I just listened to a retired CIA agent. He said 1 in 5 conversations on your cell phone is recorded.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah. They must love what
you.
Yeah, exactly. I am sure I am on all sorts of watch lists. Watch this guy. He's speaking the truth. Can't have that. Let's get another one of them 764 people.
Yeah, no one could break you there. Crazy Texas Ray, is there a window stickers or something to put on the back window of my truck? We have a truck magnet.
Yep, right there. So we've got a magnet, but it's easy for people to peel off. Maybe we'll look into stickers.
Super said trucker hat, so I'm going to look into that, and I'll look into
trucker hats. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me know what you want. I'll make it. Put it on there.
Yep. It's easy for me to say yes because Dawn is the one that has to do all the work. So yes, of course we'll do it. Well, why wouldn't we?
Delivery driver says, if we get a federal ban in geoengineering, let's put a bill for the next 100 years, no change.
Absolutely. I love that, delivery driver. That has to be in. And not this week because the next few days is going to be busy for me. But next week, I want to start a campaign, an email campaign and a phone call campaign to Marjorie Taylor Greene to tell her, number one, we want to be involved in the process. We need to tighten up that language, get Susan Clark from Zero Geoengineering involved, although I'm not sure that she's really part of Zero Geoengineering anymore. She's kind of freelancing from what she tells me. But get her involved because she is brilliant with that. And have her come on my show. Let's ask her the tough questions. Why won't you answer to the people?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, you only go to these big bought people and sit down and chat with them.
Exactly. Talk to us little people. You know what? We support you. We love you. Can we get a minute out of your year?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 minute.
Aren't they out all on holiday or what do they call it? Didn't they shut it down for a month?
Yeah, recess.
Recess, that's right.
It's like a bunch of kids going out for recess.
DPFS 98 said, my phone stopped working 2 days a few months ago. I was telling people in a meeting what's coming. They didn't like it, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely not. And that is the power that they have. So you don't think that they have the power to track down all of these horrific people? Yes, they do. They allow it.
Yeah, if they're listening to us.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous.
Don't you have better things to do?
No, they absolutely don't. Because sowing discourse amongst the population is what a government does. Well, that brings us up to 8:30, baby.
Try not to push the button and end it too quick.
I will not. Last night was a bit of a fluke. I'm going to watch this storm roll in. But thank you so much, each one of you. Remember, if each one of you has one more person view the show tomorrow.
For Sergei's birthday.
For my birthday. That's the gift that I would absolutely love. For all of us here, I'm Serge Brown.
And I'm Dawn.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.